Welcome back. In this video I'm just going to do some, I'm in red, modulus inequalities. Oh, what fun. Modulus inequalities. Great. Okay, so let's just have a squiz at this. Modulus inequalities. So I'm just going to go straight to an example because I just want to show you something. So let's just take a really simple example. X plus 2 is less than or equal to 4. Okay. Great, let's have a look at it. So again, for any modulus question you need to consider the two situations. First situation, when is this stuff inside positive? Second, when is it negative? So you've learnt from the past videos that you've got the two situations. So if x is greater or equal to negative 2, that's when negative 2 is where this changes behaviour. So if it's greater than negative 2, what happens? Well, the modulus sign will do nothing and you just get x plus 2 is less than or equal to 4. Okay, that's important. And solving this will get you x is less than or equal to 2. Cool. Fantastic. And let's just have a look at what else happens. If x is less than negative 2, what happens? Then you get, that becomes negative inside there for any number that's less than negative 2. And so the modulus sign times it by negative 1. Okay. Let's just multiply both sides by negative 1. So we've got x plus 2. Remember, when you're multiplying by a negative number with inequalities, you swap the sign. And so you get negative 4 here. Solve that and you get subtract 2 from both sides, you get negative 6. Okay? And so what this is telling you, if x is greater than negative 2, then x is less than 2. Let's just draw this just to show you on a number line. So it's saying that we've got 2 here and we've got negative 6 down here. So if x, what did I say? If x is greater or equal to negative 2, so, you know, I'll just put it on there, but we don't need to worry about it really, then it's less than 2, so anywhere from there backwards. And if x is less than 2, then x is greater than or negative 6, so we sort of get this region here. In fact, they both join up and we end up with that. So the solution is, therefore, x is less than or equal to 2, greater or equal to negative 6. Okay, so that's a little bit of a not tricky, but annoying way to do it, because there's a couple of easier ways to do it. What you'll notice is that we ended up with this and this. And in fact, in actual fact, that's a quick way to actually do this. You'll see that x plus 2 is either positive or negative, and so we can do similarly to what we did equations. You just end up with x plus 2, but we can't just do less than or equal to plus or minus 4, because when we've moved that negative over, it's switched the sign. So what you end up with, so that's not right, what you end up with is x plus 2 will be less than or equal to 4, greater or equal to negative 4. And so you can jump straight from this to this in one step. So that's no problems at all. And then you can quickly solve that, obviously, like what we just did. So that's perfectly good. So in other words, x plus a, well, let's just do x minus a, just easy. Save me one line. X minus a is less than or equal to k, then you get x minus a less than k, greater or equal to negative k. Okay, that's if k is positive. So just make sure of that. But anyway, that's sort of one quick way to do that. So that's a simple inequality. Now let's just look at maybe like a slightly different one. Just I probably don't need to. That's probably all I need to say about inequalities, because all the other ones just involve more steps, which is fine. So I'll just show you this one again, but geometrically, so that you can solve that. So I'll just go to the next screen. So x plus 2 less than or equal to 4. X plus 2 less than or equal to 4. Okay, so let's just check this one out. Let's look at it geometrically, because if you can see these things geometrically, you're going to be far quicker in specialist maths. What this is saying, I'll write it out. This means the distance from x to negative 2 is less than or equal to 4 units. Okay, that's exactly what it's saying. So if you try to draw that on a number line, the distance from x to negative 2, so let's just put this point negative 2 in there. So what we're saying is the distance from x to here is less than or equal to 4. In other words, the most that you can travel from here is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't go any further than that. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't go any further than that. So what we're talking about is anything in this range here is allowable. Okay, the distance more than 4. What is that? Negative 2 plus 4 is 2. Negative 2 minus 4 is negative 6. And so we know that x must be somewhere between positive 2 and negative 6. So that's just a quick way to think about it, a quick way to solve some of these things if you're in a hurry or if you're just asked to explain geometrically what that means. So that's basically it as far as modulus goes, or equations and inequations. In the next video I'll start doing a bit of sketching. See you then.